Hi folks, back with the new camera. I had it on high resolution for the last couple of days and it's brilliant, but it takes quite a long time to download the videos to YouTube. So I've gone down to, I had it on 1080. Now this is all technical stuff and I don't really understand the jargon, but I've now reduced it to 720. It's a speed, I think. So I hope, well, we'll see what it's like. I hope we don't lose too much of the resolution. We shouldn't. There are even slower speeds. I think it refers to speed. So I've got this set up here where you can see the painting and you can see more or less most of what I do on the tray, but I do like to hold the tray. So I think I will. I don't really like the setup. I want to get far away from the camera as I can, although it's just above my head. I'll hold the well, I'll keep it like that. I'll just zoom in again a bit. It's got a fabulous zoom on it, this camera. I was speaking to them this morning, the CVP over in Brentwood. They're quite a big company. I bought this Panasonic camera. I had to wait 5 weeks for it because they were out of stock. Unbelievable. So popular it is. But the leads that they supplied, like the charging cable and the data transfer cable, they're just too small for the job. But anyway, I'm waiting for them to phone back and see what they say. Quite happy to pay for them. But it's no good going on eBay and just getting any old cable to connect up. It just doesn't work. I think the camera prevents you from using other ancillaries. You've got to use the Panasonic one. Just put it aside. I've let it soak in the water. I'll give it a coat of water. This is the studio practice paper from Cotman, Winsor & Newton. Very good practice paper. Right, I'm going to give a wash of some nice light sienna. Get it all over. Okay. We'll have a bit of red. I like putting in a bit of light red. Somebody asked me what red I use. Well, I use two. I've got this light red, which in the oil painting, it goes with a bit of white. It goes pink. It's a terrific colour, very strong. So and then to get a cloud shadow, we can mix a bit of ultramarine with that. A bit of water. I'll explain what I was going to explain when I've done this. I think the board, oh sorry, is a bit too steep. It's running down to too much. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we are. Let's see if we can get that a bit lower. Right, okay, well we haven't lost much of the picture there. The other red I use is alizarin crimson. I pointed out it's where are we? It's that one there. It's a crimson. It's a very useful colour, but I don't use a lot of it. I use the light red, and the palette is cadmium yellow pale with my finger in it, raw sienna, the alizarin crimson light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, which I don't use very much, Payne's grey and burnt sienna. I mixed the burnt sienna with the Payne's grey to get a burnt umber. So really, basically it's a 6-colour palette. And this person another person who's just had their Harkays delivered, mentioned that he was going to buy a box of colours or something like that. And I said, no, don't buy boxes of colours. You won't use them all and you'll waste your money. Buy single tubes. And the paint I use at the moment is, unless I'm given a load, is Cotsman 21mm tubes, Winsor & Newton, super colours. I've been using them for years. Look what's happened. Look, you've got a bit of granulation in this. Look, the blue has separated from the red, and it's a very attractive look. But I'm going to try that. So take your headphones off, folks. It saves me pausing, which it doesn't pause and record. I have to knit them together in the Windows video editor, which is fine, but it all takes a bit of time. So take your headphones off, and here we go. Okay, now that gives a very, very nice effect, and leaving that bit of unpainted accidentally gives a bit of character to the sky. So we'll leave that in. We won't do anything about that. Paper's fairly dry now. It's a lovely bit. It takes a bit of soaking in to get that effect. But I'm not going to cover up a lot of that, I think. I'm going to do where's my medium hake? My pussycat has been around here licking my water. So we'll put in some bit of background. It wants a bit of a path through there. Okay, now we're going to put in some trees. I don't want winter trees, we've had enough of winter. We're getting a bit bored with it now. So quite thick paints. Oh, let's do a bit of a I don't know why I put that path in. I'm just going to keep that wet. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. A bit of sienna in there. Bit blue. Real good with the yellow here for the summer greens. Right, carry on with that. It's like walking along the rough track in Beddington farmland where they're doing all the quarrying and right, we want a bit of contrast in there now. Put a bit of shadow in it. Right, we'll give that a bit of a try and then we'll get some filigree in there. So headphones off, ready to go. Okay, I'm going to use the old rough Jackson's own hake, and I'll see if I can show you again. Look, doesn't come to a knife edge, but it comes to a jagged edge, but it makes some great texture, so I'll show you. There's a bit of Payne's grey. Bit too much water on that. I've got a carpet on the floor here that I can shake the brush. Look at that, look, texture. You get 100 spikes with one touch. Right, okay, that'll do. Let's get the original Ron Lanson hake. Nothing wrong with this Jackson hake. It just does different things. You can't expect it to do with that sort of serration or serrated edge, jagged edge, to get an even line, which we're going to get with this brush. So we want, so let's have a bit of dark green. So let's just come up here with a you get a nice impressionist feel with this hake when you use it like this. You can go over, put some rigor work in, adds a bit of texture. Yeah, a bit of dark back under that, bit of shadow in there. Payne's grey, very, very useful. A bit of warm colour in there. We'll have the light, we'll have to have it coming from the side, so we'll have it coming from this way. So we'll have a bit of shadow colour in here. Bit dark on one side, light that side, really a bit of dark on there. Okay, let's get some twiggy stuff. If your brush splits, and they do, look, just dip it in the water, just a tip, only a tiny bit, and work it till it comes back together again, till the bristles stick together. Well, more or less. This is not what I had in mind, but just make them up as you go along. Now, a good rich dark is sienna, not sienna, but yeah, burnt sienna. Right, okay. I'm going to put in a shadow colour, that's dry now. I'll use my small or medium hake. So let's get some bit of blue, bit of red. Same colours on the path, but just a bit darker. Ooh, it's not strong enough. Right, okay, we'll give that a dry, so take the headphones off. Okay. Uh, yeah, that's sort of dry. Get a rigger. Right, let's put a couple of figures in there. I just take a bit of shadow across there. Let's have a red one just a bit further on. Red being the complement of green. Oh, it's not dark enough, is it? You'll find that, provided people of equal height, that that the heads are level, because that's our eye line. Heads are level, but the feet go up. Okay. Let's just darken that coat a little bit. We'll put another one further up, I think, just to emphasise the point. So some burnt sienna and a bit of Payne's grey, just to illustrate my point. Obviously they're smaller figures. Oh, that'll dry lights. Do a bit of a filigree in the foliage, but don't overdo it. Oh, right, okay. I'm really anxious to see what this one's like when it's downloaded. Just clean the finger. Now, we'll close some of that up. I could put an even bigger figure in there, in front. Let's have a look. Get carried away. Let's have a nice red. Put a black hat on there, I think. So don't make your heads too big. Coats are okay, but someone's gone wrong there. It's a bit wet. It's a bit of a fat person there, I'll try that. Alright, just see if we can just shape that a bit better. Oh, that'll do. Right. Okay, maybe these trees could have been a bit bigger. I'll put it in a mount and we'll have a look. Now I've listened to these videos and I know when the camera was further back it was a little bit on the soft side, but I listened to the two yesterday, and the sound is fine. Right, try this one. Oh, there we go. That looks okay. Hope you like it, folks. I better put a signature on it. Well, I'll find where I've put my brush. Okay, that'll do. Right, well, I hope you like it, folks. That's all I'm doing today. Got to go and prepare a paella. I enjoy a bit of cooking. My wife does a lot and it's very good. Right, okay, see you soon. Bye bye.